I have Art Kerkezian. I'm sorry about Art. I butchered your last name.
No worries. I'm Art Kerkezian, co-chair of the Douglas County Pridefest, and I'm here to report back. Douglas County Pridefest 2023 is in the books. It was successful in many ways. I correct myself. It was successful in every way. There was no nudity. There was no inappropriate dance moves or lyrics. It met all the criteria of family-friendly events and respected and complied with all ordinance and zoning laws. We went above and beyond to demonstrate that we hold the same values in protecting our community. And yet, we were and still are the targets of lies, hatreds, and misrepresentations. We have endured several attempts to interfere with or cancel our festival, including the possible mishandling of our application for alcohol special events by town personnel. Castle Rock Pride, the organizers of Douglas County Pridefest, are proud to have offered our queer community a family-friendly festival that celebrated the unique individuals within us, yet heartbroken at the same time that our children and community experienced bigotry and hatred firsthand at our event. This event is designed to create a safe and welcoming place for our community. Jimmy Graham and the men from Abel Shepherd disrupted and undermined that message with their show, in their own words, of righteous masculinity. We have proof that they were specifically targeting children, that they were there. What is worse is they did it in the name of God and Jesus Christ. We're thankful that there was no physical violence, but make no mistake, children were harmed by this display of hate and bigotry. It is exactly the cause for higher suicide rates among LGBTQ youth. The fairground property was vandalized, children were frightened and crying, families were traumatized. My friends and others left fearing for their safety, and it was under the guidance of our own security leadership in conjunction with the Douglas County Sheriff's Department that gave instructions, do not escalate, knowing children were inches away from these men at their feet. It is the hateful rhetoric, bigoted rhetoric and lies from groups and individuals, including Councilman Dietz and Councilman Cavey, who asked people to pray for her while she was at our event, that brought multiple white supremacy groups along with the fear and intimidation tactics to the soil of Castle Rock and Douglas County, putting our law enforcement officers at risk. We call out the hypocrisy of all of those who spent the last year spreading lies and accusations about our community. You have defamed our character, and I cannot repeat this enough times. Most importantly, you have brought harm and injury to the children you claim to want to protect, to the children of Castle Rock. Where were you when children were actually harmed this year? Not by the actions of a drag queen, but by the actions of fellow citizens in Douglas County. These, along with dozens, maybe hundreds of posts and comments, continue to be directed at our community. They spin their rhetoric to avoid taking responsibility for their actions and justifying hate. They have shown themselves for who they truly are. We are the only ones that are truly protecting children. We will not accept the false narrative from you, them, anyone else anymore, and I hope you do not either. I would request that you also review, when you do your review, you look for hate crime language. I would request you also, in your review of laws and zoning things, I would request you also review for the presence of and the inclusion of hate crime language and penalties. Also adding ordinance to prevent the disruption of lawfully presented events, whether they be in the town of Castle Rock or Douglas County. Thank you very much.
Thank you.